Since yesterday, we have been here at Verulam, where this tragic incident occurred. Today, we have been joined by the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, who is leading efforts because our focus now is to rescue those who can still be rescued. The rescue efforts are being led by various units from eThekwini Search and Rescue, SABC Search and Rescue, the KZN Disaster Management Center, the National Disaster Management Center, and we have also been joined by the Western Cape Search and Rescue team. Our focus now is to ensure that we allow the search and rescue efforts to proceed so that any recovery that can be happens as soon as possible. We do want to thank all stakeholders on behalf of the province who responded, both from the various government sectors and also the private companies which came on board to ensure that we save lives. As yesterday, lives were saved and they were brought to the hospital, and later the minister will brief us on what has happened today. But this is a joint effort which calls upon all of us in this province to ensure that we pull together, and we have seen a very, very productive and tremendous effort from local government, provincial government, and the national government coming together in a united purpose to save lives and to ensure that such an incident does not occur again. Thank you very much.
Come to the Mayor.
Greetings to all of you, Minister, to Mrs. And the viewers at home. I wish to register my appreciation to the support I'm receiving from national government and as well as the provincial government. I must also register support we are receiving from the disaster team from the Western Cape. It is indeed a sombre moment. This morning I met with the families. They're still hoping that their relatives will be rescued and then be treated in various places of care. And but so far we can now mention that or record that only 3 people are recorded dead, and there may be 4. The one that they're still trying to, the body they're still trying to rescue from underneath the rubble. And I think it's now a situation where everyone now is starting to come to terms with the reality, and it's a shocking situation that we are seeing here. The site has been handed over to the rescue and to the rescue teams to do their work. As soon as they are done, then the multidisciplinary regulatory team will then move in and then do their own investigations. But I must say that they've started on the periphery, albeit on the periphery, doing their own investigations. As soon as the rescue team have finalized their work, they'll then move in and then complete the exercise. We will be in a position to give you update once the teams have consolidated the information. We don't want to report in drips and drabs, and we don't want any contradictory statement going out, as it were. And we must also respect the families that have lost their loved ones in the way we communicate to the public. I wish to thank the interest that the nation has taken in this matter. It came at a very wrong time when people were reaching the season of where they would be reunited with their families, season of rest, the joyous season, and so on. Thank you very much for that. That's all we can say for now. As for other matters, they're still under investigation, and we'll give you information as soon as the information has been verified and has been confirmed, and we think it's credible enough to be dispatched for public consumption. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Over to you, Minister.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to my colleagues here, both the MEC Buthelezi and MEC Mayor, as well as His Worship the Mayor, Cyril Xaba. I'm also joined by the CEO of the Council for the Built Environment, Ms. Emilia Mchali. She is here. I'm also joined by the CEO for the Construction Industry Development Board, Mr. Bongandi Radla. Let me first of all express my condolences to the families of those that have lost their loved ones on this tragic site. We have been told that there are 3 confirmed deaths, and the teams are currently trying to extract another deceased individual. My briefing this morning from the team on board up there is that the reality is we don't know how many people could possibly still be trapped. And so that work will continue to be ongoing. I did brief the President yesterday afternoon when this tragedy unfolded, and have kept him up to date. I also briefly chatted with the President this morning on the way here, and I'll again be briefing the President later this afternoon on the events that have unfolded here today. Let me thank all of our rescue teams that are working incredibly hard on the site here. We also welcome the collaboration of the Western Cape Government. Premier Windy has sent up 2 rescue dogs that were involved in the George building collapse. So they have extensive experience in this kind of tragedy, and they're here today, and we welcome that collaboration. Let me just say, being up there, it is striking to see the amount of steel and concrete that is on that site, and the work that the teams are doing to get to those that are under that rubble. Our primary focus remains the rescue of anyone who may be under that rubble, and we obviously pray for miracles, but we are realistic that that may not be possible. So our primary support and primary focus is around the rescue effort. And I want to commend both the disaster management teams under COGTA, yourselves, Minister Buthelezi, and Mayor, your rescue teams, for the work that they are doing. I want to say that we are not going to be speculating on the cause of this tragedy. We remain focused on the rescue efforts. The cause will come, and we will get to the bottom of what has gone on here after consulting with stakeholders, particularly in the province and the city. But suffice to say that the Council for the Built Environment will be leading an investigation at the appropriate time into the cause of this. We already have some of our experts on the ground here, Mayor. They've been already here at the site, and we'll be bringing more here in due course to ensure that we are able to get to understand what took place here. I want to reiterate our support for those families that have been affected by this tragedy. As national government, we support them. We support the work that is going on here. MEC Mayor has also made engineers from their department available as well to support the efforts here, because it is obviously quite structurally unsound up there at the moment. And I do appreciate that in due course we will understand the full complexity and the full reasons for why this took place. Suffice to say that buildings should not collapse. Buildings are meant to stand the test of time. They are meant to stand against the elements, and to see a building in this state is therefore an unnatural picture for us. And so we need to understand why that is. Of course, accountability is important, and so we will get to the bottom of who was accountable and for what reasons. Let us continue to keep those individuals who have lost their family in our thoughts and prayers. As the Mayor said, this is supposed to be a time of celebration and joy and family. And the reality is that there are 3 individuals so far who are not going home to their families. And so this is going to be a bleak Christmas for people in this area. Let us continue to keep our rescuers, our very brave rescuers, in our thoughts and prayers as well, and offer them all the support we possibly can during this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Colleagues, I know it's still the very early phase of the processes that have been outlined by the leadership here, but can I just take 1 or 2 questions if there's any? Ayanda and Mr. Minister decide. Is there any other hand? Okay. The 3 powerhouses of electronic media in the country. Any other? Oh, there's a gentleman here. Okay. The 4, those, yeah, start with Ayanda.
Minister, appreciate the time. Ayanda Mhlongo from the...
All right, you can look out for more reporting from Ayanda Mhlongo and the team on the ground in Verulam. You've just heard there from Minister Dean McPherson, flanked by the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in KwaZulu-Natal, Thulasizwe Buthelezi, as well as the Mayor of eThekwini, Cyril Xaba, updating on that collapse of that building, which was a temple out in Verulam. A lot of questions remain unanswered, but what we do know at this point is that 3 people confirmed dead, and everyone there who is involved with that process believes that at least 1 more deceased person still needs to be retrieved from that wreckage that is there, but also questions about whether or not there could be other people that may just be trapped in that situation. So we'll continue to report on it